I wanted to pop in here and just give you guys an update on Bali. I'm like, I haven't said anything to them. They don't even know what's going on. So if you had checked my last couple vlogs, I had mentioned that I was going to be launching a retreat to Bali, and I was going to be opening it up to everyone to join if they wish. So here's the update, right? Once I launched the retreat to Bali, it sold out completely in 45 minutes. Very, very fast, y'all. I didn't even get to mention it over here on YouTube as far as the launch day. I only had 24 spots, and those got filled in 45 minutes. So I wanted to just thank you guys for the support. That was like huge. That was kind of like record-breaking time that y'all went over and sold out my retreat. So I really, really appreciate that, and I'm so looking forward to that trip. It's going to be so much fun, and I will be sharing some of the process of the planning and curating the gift bags and the itinerary and all that stuff. I'll be sharing some of that over here in case you guys are interested in kind of the behind the scenes of how it all unfolds. And of course, I will be vlogging the entire experience unless people tell me they don't want to be on, and we will be respecting folks' privacy. But yeah, I'm so excited, and I wanted to also tell you guys that, you know, although many of you did not get a chance to book Bali and wanted to go, no worries, because I am actually planning on launching another retreat to give you guys a chance to jump on the next one. So I'm trying to figure out the destination for the next one. I don't know if we want to go back to Bali for round 2 or if we want to choose a completely different destination, but y'all let me know down in the comments, which would you prefer, wholly new destination or another chance to go to Bali? So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there really quick, just to acknowledge it. I didn't want y'all to think like, what happened to Bali? She hasn't said anything. I definitely wanted to give you guys an update. And so now let's go ahead and get into the vlog. Trying to look presentable with these old braids. I'm taking these out this week. It's later in the morning, and I'm actually on my way outside, okay? I'm helping out my friend's mom. She's a realtor, and she's having an open house this afternoon, and she asked me to help her come and film some like tour footage and everything. It's my friend Aaron's mom. I've talked about this before, the fact that she's a realtor. She was actually the realtor who was involved when we bought our house, but she was on the seller side. So she's really good at selling houses, and so she just wants to get some like commercial quality, I won't even say commercial quality, I'll say like Facebook quality footage of the tour so she could post it. And I was like, I can help you with that. I can help you with that. So Ava's out there with Dottie, a little bit upset. It's coming up on her nap time, so she's ready to take a nap. And I'm just gonna head out real quick so I can hurry back. A lot of stuff to do. It's the week of Ava's party, and I just wanna get as much done as soon as possible and as much as possible. Does that make sense? You know, so that's what this week is going to be all about. Let me tighten up my hair tie. My sister and her family are gonna be making their way here soon. I also have some other cousins coming in from out of town and everything. So we're gonna have a full house. And I just gotta make sure everything is clean and stuff. In my last vlog, I showed you guys a bunch of the prep stuff that I was doing for the party. And in this vlog, you're gonna see more prep for the party, more planning, more chaos. Okay. I'm wearing my new Cubs t-shirt. We went to JCPenney yesterday for Ava's 1-year birthday photos, and they had like a whole Cubs section and it was all on sale. So we all got Cubs t-shirts, and Anthony got a cute hoodie. He was so excited about shopping for the hoodie because it was a whole size smaller than what he would typically be able to fit. So he was really excited about that. I'm telling y'all, when you have a weight loss goal and you start crushing it, you feel really good about shopping for clothes. Like, you really do. I even experienced some of that after losing the baby weight. When I went shopping for the first time for like athletic clothing, I was in the mirror like, shit. Okay, y'all, I'll be back.
Hey, you sound like a little dog. So, Fernandinho's come
My dad just arrived, so he's here. He's putting in a new shower head for our master bathroom shower. I need to stop by Home Depot to grab a couple things that he told me to get. He's also helping us like with our garage door. The hinge is like out and it's not like closing as efficiently as it was before, so he's gonna help us switch that out. So I gotta go to Home Depot as well, so that's why I have to make this really quick. So let me put the address in here. It's a property in Orland, and I'll show it to y'all, okay? This is a $700,000 house. Okay, I mean, it's $700,000 for 2024, right? Not, you know, don't think 20 years ago when $700,000 houses were like 8,000 square feet and like all that. It is not the same, but it is still really nice. So I'll show it to y'all when I get over there. Okay, we're here. Let's check it out. It's raining a little bit. So I'm just looking around for, this is so beautiful. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's a pretty room.
Nice little, like using it as an office type of thing. Okay. And they're still living here? Okay, okay.
This is
But a lot of space. Look at this huge countertop. Yeah.
done because you have the space here. And there's a nice, like to me, the focal point, this room back here, the sunroom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, wow. It's very nice, hon. And then it goes out to the outside area. There's a deck where you could put more seating. And then it's basically on the golf course. Look at that big yard. Oh, and then there's like a little stream over there.
Yeah, a little stream between the properties. It's like 3/4 of an acre, so it's quite a big lot.
Yeah. Yeah, this room is really nice.
It is, isn't it? And with the skylights.
Oh, they got a fire pit. And look at the, is that copper?
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Wow.
Yeah, it is copper. Yeah, the finish is really nice.
And they got the TV right here. That's kind of smart. This would be perfect. I would never even leave this room.
Yeah.
It's so airy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. But I wonder, does it like have issues with like the heating and cooling because it's so many windows?
Well, they put in extra out here.
Oh,
And
okay.
all the windows. They replaced all the windows in the house.
Okay. This is really nice. I like the floors in here too. This is kind of different. It's like that whitewash look.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes over and gives her ideas that she likes.
Okay. And then.
And the laundry room down the main level here.
Oh, wow. Look at the laundry room. Check that out. There's so much space. Look at all that storage. Nice sink. Dang. All done. Headed to Home Depot. Back home, got my leftovers from last night. Add a little soy sauce to it. Oh, and some avocado. Go ahead and make it into a complete meal. So yeah, I went to Home Depot and got the hinges that we need for that door. Freaking love avocado. Just eat some leftovers. I made some fried rice last night with what we had. It's missing so many key ingredients, but I just did what we had. Yummy, yum, yum. I was just recapping that house with my dad. So nice, y'all. That sunroom. So jealous. If I had a sunroom, I would never leave. I'll probably do something dumb with it, like put my office in there. An idea that I got though from that house is how they're using the formal living room as like a hybrid office space. But not that that's anything groundbreaking, I've seen it before, but I really like the way they did it. It doesn't look like an eyesore. I might have to try to copy that. As I was telling like Anthony, like even when we finished the basement, I don't know if I really want to put an office down there. I really want the girls to have a playroom. And then when they're older, I want that room to be like their den. You gotta have somewhere for the kids to go unless you want them all in your space. So either way, playroom now, you know, homework room later, den after that, you know? Let's hit the spot. Okay, Dad was helping us switch out our shower head, something else. We're having problems with this shower, y'all, so we're gonna have to address it, but this is just a fix for the meantime. So the old shower system came out.
Take it all down. Hey, use CLR.
CLR?
CLR.
Okay.
When you clean, that'll cut the calcium.
We got some too downstairs. We got it from Menards.
Pleasure's all ours,
Dad also switched out those hinges on the garage door. They weren't working too good.
Yeah.
These look medieval.
I was just about to say that.
These look medieval, Dad. These little knee pads. Where did you get those? And get down. That CTA stuff?
Yeah, I've been using them for years.
Dang. So, did I say hi?
Hey, who's that? Oh, YouTube.
Be careful with that silicone, hon. Replace those for us. Those are the hinges that bounce back. So like when you open the door, whoop, then when you let it go, it's just like, you know, do that. You know. Good morning. It's breakfast time. Oh dear, let me check on my egg over here. So I'm just making a little avocado toast. I'm like, I have a moment here. Let me fix myself something to eat. Ava just went down for a morning nap. It's 10 a.m. She was really tired, so I put her down for a little nap. I know she's gonna wake up in like an hour. So I'm like, let me hurry up, take my shower, you know, make myself something to eat and then see what I can get done. So like I'm in the middle of laundry and, you know, I need to, you know, tidy up some things or whatever. Cause when Dad was here yesterday, y'all saw it's quite a lot to clean in that bathroom. You know, when you're like drilling and all that, it's like dust and grit and grout and dirty boots, okay, and all kinds of stuff. Girl, I just killed 3 flies, okay. Whenever we get any kind of work done to the house, there's always flies that come in and take advantage of the door being open, you know, and all that. So Anthony started his DNC work today. So he's downtown fooling around with that. And, you know, they had to up the police force and stuff during this time. So he's part of that. And so he had to leave out this morning, like around like 3 something. So he could get down there in time. So no gym for me. And I had to get Ann ready for school all by myself, and it was kind of rough. But we worked it out because honestly, last night Anthony fixed her lunch. So that was a huge help. Like I woke up and discovered that her lunch was already put together and in the refrigerator. So I'm like, yes. When it comes to Ann's lunches, Anthony is the man with her lunches. I don't know, for some reason he's like really into the food part of parenthood. So he loves putting her lunch together. So that made it a little easier. So she was pretty much ready and waiting for the bus when it pulled up. Y'all, I'm really not that hungry, but I know if I don't eat now, it's gonna be a mess in the next hour. So I'm like, let me just figure something out right now. A little overcooked, that's okay. Okay, y'all, having me some AG1 as well. That's gonna help me feel full with this little bit of food. But like I said, I'm not hungry. My appetite is probably gonna kick in full force like this afternoon, and then I'm gonna be like crawling to the kitchen. It always be like that. Let me get stuff that's stuck to the bottom. It always sticks to the bottom at least a little bit. Like it never fully dissolves without a little bit of help. So I need like some long spoons that I can use for this and not a friggin' kitchen knife. So y'all, when my sister was here, my sister Kay, a few weeks back, I gave her some AG1 with her breakfast, and I was like, you want some vitamin water, basically? And she was like, what's that, Lan? Let me try it. I was like, yeah, it's a greens powder, you know, whatever. Girl, she loved it. So I got a bunch of bags of this stuff, so I gave her one, and she took it home, and then her husband tried it, and girl, he fell in love with it. He was texting me like, can you send me my own bag? Because I don't want to share with Kay. Girl, I sent him a bag, and they are an AG1 household, okay, out there in DC, honey. So they freaking love it. So y'all, I don't just be blowing smoke. I really like this stuff. And like I told y'all, it has a subtle flavor. You know you're drinking greens, but it has a subtle pineapple and vanilla flavor. I happen to really like the earthy taste of it. And now my sister and her husband do. And so, you know, I did a partnership with them a few weeks back, and you know, those codes and stuff are still active. So I'll drop them below if y'all wanna give it a try. But I love this, y'all. It's like drinking my daily vitamins, and I don't have to think, did I take my horse pill this morning? Did I get enough vitamin D? Did I get enough magnesium? Did I get enough this, that, or the third? I can just drink this. All I have to do is remember to drink this, and I know I got everything that I need for the day. And at my big age, right, I can't be playing about my nutrition, okay? The things I am consuming. So yeah, AG1 does it for me. And like I said, I like the way it tastes. It's a subtle earthy taste. Okay, hey, setting y'all up on the tripod. Okay, so I'm in the garage. I just got a couple of Amazon deliveries that I'm really excited about. Here's the thing, y'all. I'm trying to wrap up so many things in these next couple of days. As of today, we are 5 days away from Ava's party, and y'all know how I am. The closer we get, the higher the anxiety, okay? Not causation, but correlation, okay? So Amazon just delivered my little vinyl letters. Y'all, this was a last minute order because at the last minute, right, I decided I wanted to attach her name to the top of that inflatable concession stand. I wanted to put Ava's up there. So I wanted some letters that I could just self-adhere to it. And I also wanted to make sure there was an apostrophe so I could put, you know, Ava possessive. Listen, don't judge me, okay? So I'm just going through this big stack of freaking letters and looking for the AVAS. I also want to go ahead and mount those letters to that little grass wall that I showed y'all in my last vlog. I want to go ahead and get those on there because I'm going to be using like these little miniature fasteners. I'm going to be hooking each letter in 2 to 3 places. And if we have 14 letters, you can just imagine how long that's going to take. That's the kind of stuff that ruins party prep the day of, right? Because then you'll be doing this and you'll look up and 2 hours have gotten eaten up and you still have a ton of other stuff to do. So that's why like this kind of stuff that's like low-key time consuming, I be wanting to have this stuff done way far in advance. You know what I'm saying? Way far in advance. I be wanting party prep day of to be stuff like, oh, make sure you have bags of ice in the coolers. Make sure you know, wipe off that table because it's a little dusty. Make sure the balloons are flowing the way you want them to. Not putting balloon garland together. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. Party prep the day of needs to be just like finishing touches, dusting stuff off, moving this over 2 inches, you know, at least for me. When I see people doing day of party prep and they're like assembling stuff, putting a final coat of paint on stuff and this and that, I be like, woo, couldn't be me. I'm telling you, the way my anxiety is set up, baby. No. I just want to get all this stuff kind of done, so yeah. And I probably wouldn't have opted for gold shiny letters, but I had to go with what was available on Prime, right? So my options were limited and I just figured we'll be fine. It'll be fine. So now I just have to find that part that has the grill sign on it. It's around here somewhere. I have to find it and then stick the letters on it because I don't want to inflate it first and then have to get a ladder and climb up and put the letters on there. I'd rather do it while it's deflated and hopefully it'll stay. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Now this thing has 2 sides and they both look exactly the same. So let's take the extra steps to make sure we're dealing with the front of it and not putting her name on the back. What a waste of time that would be. This is the front, and I know because there's that red and white awning piece. And I kind of remember from when I was looking at the thing when it was all the way inflated, you don't want to put the letters too far to the top up here because they're going to just curl over and go to the back and you won't even be able to read it. So as I was looking at it, I was figuring out that the letters kind of had to be placed on top of the fork and spatula, like a little bit right here. So it'll cover up some of that, but I think as long as you see the word grill, that's the most important part. You need to be able to read it. I hope they stick out, but at least doing it this far in advance, I'll know whether or not I need to come up with a different solution, you know? The other thing that I want to do today is go ahead and fill these gift bags. And I'm not just doing the 12 that you see here on display. I'm actually doing 24. So the other 12, I'll just sit them behind the wall on this area here. I kind of already staged them and they fit just fine. So as kids take them, I'll just replenish. Let's see, let me go. Oh my God, it's so much easier in theory. Okay. It's adhering on there very well. Can y'all see that? It's nice and sticky and tacky. It's going on there pretty good. And perhaps the reflective quality will make it so that you can see it better. I don't know, but we're gonna keep going and see. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm just putting the apostrophe on there as the final touch. And then we are moving on, honey. We are moving on to other things. Okay, here's how it's gonna look. Can y'all see it? Kind of like that. Okay, y'all, so I'm fixing to get ready to stuff these goodie bags. So let me show y'all what's going in them. Okay, so I've been kind of collecting items as I go with these goodie bags. Just when I see something cool, I'm like, I can add that. So they are truly thoughtfully curated goodie bags. I didn't just like order a big bag of some crap from Amazon, which there's nothing wrong with doing that because I've done that before too. But for these ones, for some reason, I was more inclined to get little individual bits to make something really nice. I'm still very nervous about the quantity of the bags because like I swear y'all, when I decided on the number of 24, I was like, that's gonna be more than enough. I was expecting like 17 kids and I was like, I'll just do 24, you know, 2 dozen, keep it safe. But now it's like, I wasn't expecting such a large turnout of kids. I was expecting there to be more adults than kids. And there are a ton of adults coming, but there are gonna be a lot of kids now. But also I have to think about the fact that RSVPs have a no-show rate. And I always forget that, y'all. Every single time I have an event, somebody's got to remind me, Vaughn, everybody who RSVP'd is not coming. Whether it's because they changed their mind, whether it's, you know, something came up, you know, plans change and there is a certain percentage that you have to account for when it comes to RSVPs. And I learned that with my wedding. I mean, people were like, I'm coming. And so we're paying per plate, you know? And then there were still a handful of no-shows. So I did want to add some candy. So this is just a little variety bag. Y'all, the Halloween candy is already out. So I just grabbed basically a Halloween bag. Ooh, it smells good. These little cheese crackers. Ann loves them. Every little kid I know loves cheese crackers. So I just got those. They were $1 each. And then on Amazon, I ordered these little water games. These little water games, y'all. So we used to love these when we were little. I guess little doodle games that look like little iPads. So you basically take the little pin off of there and you can write on these. You can write whatever you want. And then you just push this button and then you can start over. Oh, I forgot. We also have these. They're just popsicle lollipops, y'all. Okay, the bags are done. They look pretty good. Moving on. Good morning, you all. It's the next day. I did not talk to y'all yesterday after I finished up in the garage, but I did end up doing some cleaning. I had to hit these bathrooms, y'all. I couldn't take it. And as you can see, we got the new shower going on here. I really like it. It tells you the temperature. Like, when I'm realizing that my comfy temp is 113 Fahrenheit, okay? That'll be easier because then I can like preheat the water and like just look at the dial and see when it's ready versus like temperature checking with my hand, you know, so that can be kind of nice. The one we had before that, it's the same type of rainfall shower unit off Amazon. Those don't last very long, y'all. The last one that we just had to get replaced had only lasted us like 6 years. So they have an expiration date. So those are not really good to have, but right now we're kind of stuck using these units because we already broke the tile down and have all these like openings and stuff. So we kind of have to keep going with this type until we redo the bathroom, which we will be doing eventually. But yeah, last night, you know, once I got everything cleaned, Anthony came home from work. He was really tired because he had the longest day ever. So we just ordered some Culver's burgers and went to bed. We were in bed by 9 o'clock, y'all. It felt really good. And then today, I just got Ann off to school. Did I say that already? I gotta run some errands real quick. I wanna stop by Costco and get a few things. I promised my dad I would get him some of those steaks, you know, because they have like the ribeyes and the New York strips and the filet mignon, and like they have them in bulk. And my dad is a big red meat eater, so I wanted to get him a couple of those. Another non-gym day because of Anthony's schedule. I'm gonna miss the gym all week. I do have the option to go down in the basement and get on the treadmill or the bike, but I won't be really able to do that. Me and Ava can go for a walk while Ann is at school. That'll give me at least some steps. But y'all, yesterday I was moving around so much, y'all. I had 23,000 steps, and yeah, that was kind of insane. And I didn't even go to the gym. I didn't even work out at all. It was just being in the house, running around, cleaning up. But it felt so good, y'all. I was kind of rage cleaning because, you know, when you get like things repaired in the house or whatever, it's like boot prints and like, you know, sawdust or like whatever from the replacement or the repair. So I had to clean like all of that kind of stuff on top of like the usual soap scum, you know, whatever. So I was in this boy, I was rage cleaning. I was moving so fast because I just, you know, sometimes when you clean, you just want to see the clean result as soon as possible. So I'm not a slow cleaner. I'd be like, rage cleaning. So that's kind of where I was yesterday. So I burned a lot of calories, but I felt really good about it. I look kind of bummy. Hopefully I can get these braids down in the next couple days. When in doubt, put on a headband and some jewelry and you'll be just fine. And speaking of home repairs, somebody asked me recently when we were gonna get our basement renovated. You must be new, and it's okay, I don't mind, because I know some people don't know the backstory. But so the problem with getting our basement redone is that there's water coming in, and we have yet to really understand why and how. And so the investigative process has just been kind of this ongoing thing where we've just been avoiding trying to do anything down there because I don't want to build down there and then there's water. So we did get the sump pump replaced a couple years ago. You guys know also with that there's like your gutters and the whole thing like that, and our gutters are in bad shape, and so we are going to be getting all that replaced, but we can't do that until we get the roof replaced. And we just had damage to our roof from a recent hailstorm, so we're going through our insurance so that we can get that replaced. And then we don't want to have somebody up there messing with the gutters, and we also need siding. So it's a trifecta, right, for that roof situation. So we got to get all three of those things addressed before we could ever think about finishing that basement. It's a complete overhaul of our water management system, so it's probably going to be a while. So I haven't really talked much about building in the basement recently because I know it's not going to be happening anytime soon. But when it does, I promise y'all there will be content and you will see the entire process. Okay, it's like two things I want to show y'all right quick. Okay, so I'm down here like staging up some of the displays for the party just to make sure things will work out and stuff. But I also put the stools out, y'all. I built these yesterday also, I forgot to mention. And I know they're not your first choice. They're not my first choice either. But they're basically just an upgrade from the ones that were here before. A little bit of cushion, a little bit of a stained wood look, a little bit more ornate, just something to kind of complement the more ornate island itself. So I was about to head out to Costco, but I'm gonna wait because I just realized I have a call here in about 50 minutes with my travel group, right? So behind the scenes, I'm still working on getting our Bali trip and everything, you know, solidified with that. It's a lot of planning, y'all. It's a lot of checking in. It's a lot of meetings and stuff like that. So I'm doing all of that behind the scenes. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, we did sell out with that trip. So I got 24 people I'm gonna be traveling with to Bali, Indonesia. So I just wanna make sure everything is like tight. Like the planning is just airtight. I have to have it, right? This is reminding me of when I took a group of people to Egypt last year for my dad's birthday. That one was a personal endeavor, right? So I was just doing it because I wanted my dad to have a great birthday. This time I'm doing it more so business oriented because you guys paid and you expecting an amazing experience, and I am the one to guarantee that, okay? I don't be playing. When I set out with a certain vision, I have to execute it. It's just in my bones. Like it just flows through my blood. I have to have it. I'm gonna be working really, really hard to make sure that that is everything and then some. Okay, about to have me a little salad for lunch. This is just your basic garden salad, girl. I added in some cucumbers that my dad brought me from his garden. I got some cherry tomatoes, some avocado, and arugula. And on top, I'm just gonna throw this fried egg. Sitting on my new stool. It's very comfortable, y'all. I like the cushion part. It's real firm. All right, I'm headed out. This is how I'm going. I got my water. Okay, I got my diaper bag, got my biker shorts and sneakers. I'm ready for the big leagues out here in these mommy streets, okay? Okay, y'all, I am back from Costco. Ava went to sleep for a nap. It's so perfect. So when she wakes up, she'll have her bottle, and then Anne will be coming home from school, so it's gonna be great. Let me show y'all what all I got from Costco, because basically I was getting stuff for like, you know, the weekend while my family is gonna be here. A couple more things for the party just to tie some loose ends. So as you can see, I'm boiling some water right here. I'm gonna make me a little pot of jasmine rice because y'all, Costco got these poke bowl toppers. Okay, so this is the spicy tuna one, and it looks so delicious. Look at that spicy sauce, girl. But let me show y'all what all I got. Sansa is hanging out outside. I gotta go get her because she's gonna be cursing me out in just a moment here. She's gonna be cursing me out. Okay, y'all, so here's the deal. So after I left Costco, I went to Walmart and got some Walmart things. So here's one of them, some rosemary. I like using this dry rosemary, y'all, for my steaks. It's a game changer, it's really delicious. I also got some of this Can't Believe It's Not Butter spray, because I have a feeling that this is what I'm gonna wanna use to toast those lobster roll buns, right? You know, those gotta get grilled, you know, toasted, grilled, whatever, and you're gonna need to put butter, and I think spraying on this is gonna be best. I really do. Some great value Parmesan Parmesan cheese, some freeze-dried chives, and y'all, some tomato bruschetta. It just looks like it's filled with flavor. So I'm gonna just use this for something. Some dill pickle spears, a couple of these baby crispy green leaves. Actually got a couple of these from Walmart. Fresh parsley for the lobster rolls. Brioche bread, because I wanna do a peach cobbler French toast. Okay, so I'm gonna probably do that one of the days where my family's here. And then just some fruit for the kids, you know what I'm saying? And then some MGDs for dad. Some more coffee, butternut squash, raviolis. And then I just got this variety pack of cheese, Swiss, Colby Jack, cheddar, Monterey Jack. This is gonna come in handy for something, I just know it. And then for my dad, he's like, give me some steaks from Costco, Vaughn. I was like, sure thing, Dad. So I got him some ribeye steaks, right? Nice little 4-pack, heavy as hell. And then I got him some fillets. My dad loves ribeye, the filet mignon, and the New York strip. Those are the cuts that we prefer. And then I got some lobster tails from Costco. I was just thinking we might do like a surf and turf night, you know, with my sister and her husband. A nice, you know, sit down dinner so we don't have to just keep on eating out the whole time they're here. I like to cook, you know, sometimes like home cooked stuff because she does that for me when I go and visit. And then just some salmon. So it's everything from Costco. I'm just gonna put all this stuff away. Hope I have room for everything. Sushi rice with their poke bowls, but I like doing jasmine. I like the texture a little bit better. Oh, and I forgot to show y'all that I did get this 20-inch electric griddle from Walmart, y'all. It was only $20. This is gonna come in handy for cooking all the bacon that we about to be cooking. It's about to be 2 families in one house, so I gotta be prepared, y'all. I've been needing to get one of these anyway. Welcome back to my workshop. A small little tragedy just happened, y'all. I was in here trying to break all those boxes down over there, and one of them hit this and knocked it over, so all of the letters came off. This is actually the second time this happened. The first time only 1 letter came off. This time all 3. So I'm just gonna re-glue gun those on. Y'all, I cannot wait until my sisters get here. Especially Moo. She's my creative partner in crime. What a catastrophe. When I saw the boxes coming down, I was like, oh shoot. I just knew it, because I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm not close enough to it. It's going to fall. And I was just hoping that the damage wasn't extensive, and it wasn't. I was just really hoping that the seashells and stuff didn't come off, but those were on there pretty good. I have learned my lesson, so I'm getting ready to put this surfboard like somewhere like in a corner, so I won't have to pull this hot glue gun out again, okay? I had it in storage. I was done with the hot glue gun, okay? Oh, one of the shells did come off here. Let me just get you back on there. It's so much hot glue on these letters that they are about to have a 3D effect for real. They're about to be sitting up off the board for real, for real. Let me ask y'all something while I got you here, keeping me company. When y'all go to parties, whether it's a kid's party or an adult party, do y'all be appreciating when they obviously went out of their way on the decor stuff? Or do y'all just like not even care and be like, why did this person go through all of this? We're just here for the food or the drinks or the socializing or whatever it is that motivates people to go to parties? Or do y'all really be like, dang, this is so nice, and do you want to like take pictures of it and post it on, you know, Facebook or Instagram? Are you one of those types of guests for parties, or do you just like not even care and wonder why they would even waste their time? Let me know in the comments, because when I be at parties, because I'm this type of person, I am always really interested in how they decorate. Like, you know, like if it's a certain theme party, I come there already prepared to be wowed by the decor, or already prepared to be impressed, or just to see it and take it all in. And I am the one that's taking pictures and putting your stuff on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, honey, wherever, of course, with your permission. But yeah, I'm that girl. I'm that girl. I'd be like, ooh, look where I'm at. This is nice. Okay, that's where I got it at now. It better not fall this time. Way out the way. And I gotta get one more thing out of here before I exit my workshop for the day. I just wanna do one more project, just one more thing. Remember when I did the Easter brunch at my house earlier this spring, and I had all those flowers and everything that I got from the Dollar Tree? Well, I kept all of those flowers and I put them all in this one bin. I also had got a bunch of flowers when I did the going away party for my sister, when I did like those botanical displays in my dining room. So I kept all those flowers here, y'all, and I'm getting ready to use a couple of them, the ones that look like roses at least, because I have an idea and I'm going to show y'all. But let me just grab my supplies here. Okay, so I found a little stash of fake red roses. Follow me this way. Let's go. Okay, so remember I was explaining to you guys about this little display here? Well, I went ahead and added her name on there, just printed it out on my printer upstairs. And then for the grass area that it's gonna be sitting on, I don't know what made me think of this, but I really love this idea for like an outdoor event. I'm just going to take some of these roses off of here and just stick them down in the grass so that it kind of looks like a rose garden. Ava is in bloom. Ava Rose, right? We've always played off the rose with her name ever since she was born, right? Even before she was born. So I really love that idea. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna have to hide this in the garage because, honey, this looks like fun in the sun for a little Ann burger. Okay, see, these are real easy to break off, and I'm just gonna weave them through because like this grass thing, it's made on a grid type of structure, so it's so easy to like weave anything through here and have it just be like really sturdy. Okay, and easy is relative. There we go. And then I'm just gonna stand them up. Since they have the wire in there, I can form them and have them kind of like around here like that. So that's one. Okay, all done. Look, it's not a part of the immediate theme, but I think it still works and I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, Anna's home from school, so I'm working on her a little afternoon snack plate here. And I'm about to have my rice with my ahi tuna spicy poke. So it's almost 4 o'clock and oh, see, the onions is what did it. Yum, it smells so freaking good. Even got some of that Topico stuff sprinkled around in here, whatever that's, you know, we know what I'm talking about, those little fish egg things. Anyway, I'm really excited about this. I'm getting ready to enjoy this. Oh, let me get my soy sauce. I'm gonna call it a day, y'all. I'm gonna call it a vlog, okay? I have a lot more to do, but I have accomplished so much. So I am done for the day with all this stuff. Like, I feel like I'm in a really, really freaking good place. The party is 4 days away and I could have the party in 5 minutes and have everything set. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to chill for the rest of the day. I'm gonna prepare my food and then I'm gonna eat it outside while Ann plays, and then we'll just wait for Ava to wake up, which should be soon. And we just gonna chill for the rest of the evening, and then come tomorrow, I should be getting a couple more deliveries in the mail, and so I'll address a few more things. But as far as like making and building and creating stuff, like I'm all done with all of that. All I'm doing at this point is just making sure we have like plates and forks and like whatever, you know? So it's just like an inventory thing at this point. So I'm really excited, I'm really happy. I think the party is going to be amazing. I'm just hoping for good weather and no issues with anyone getting here. I'm just hoping everyone can arrive safely on their journeys, as far as people flying in and all of that. And so in the very next vlog, you guys will see how everything turned out. So make sure you guys come back, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss it, and you guys will be able to see Ava's party. Yay! If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen the party by now. But anywho, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for joining me today and watching this vlog all the way through. Y'all the real MVPs, and I will talk to y'all next Sunday. Bye. And here's the thing. This is so good.